Welcome back, and this is part 2 of me breaking down how I personally close my SMMA clients for my agency. If you haven't seen the first one, I highly recommend that you watch it first, because in that video I covered the structure of the sales call, how I positioned my offer, and how I handled objections. But in this video, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the psychology of selling and what actually gets somebody to say yes on call. So before I play the recording, let's talk about that. A lot of people think that closing is just about handling objections. A lot of people think that closing is all about answering objections and having the perfect script. But in reality, it's all about how well you lead the conversation into making the prospect or your client feel like they're making the right decision. If they don't feel confident in your offer and if they don't feel like it's going to work for them, they're not going to move forward with you, no matter how good the offer is. So in this call, I'll show you exactly how I took my potential client from being uncertain to being fully convinced by the end of the call. The key here is not just to pitch, but it's to truly understand their business and their situation. So you can identify the real reason why they need help, what would help them, and by doing that, I can make it clear with them why working with me is the best decision that they could take. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make on sales calls is that they talk too much. They get into the call thinking that they have to impress this client with all of these fancy marketing terms and all of this vocabulary that the client probably doesn't even care about. But the reality is, the less you talk, the more you sell, the more you make them feel like they're actually being listened to. It's not about overwhelming them with information or results, but it's about asking the right questions, getting them to open up, and then connecting what they say back to your offer in a way that it makes sense. Another thing I really focus on is controlling the sales call from start to finish. So to do that, I have an entire sales call process that I follow. A sales call should never feel like a casual conversation, but it needs to feel like a guided experience where the prospect is naturally moving forward to the decision that could potentially change their entire business. This means knowing when to ask the right questions, when to let them speak, and when to actually pitch and close them. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and play the recording, and in this video, you're gonna see exactly how I applied this in the sales call with the potential prospect that I ended up closing and still work with to this day in my agency. By the end of this, you'll have a clear example on not just how to take sales calls, but how to close them effectively. So let's get into it. Answer all of that.
Sure.
All right, amazing. So, first things first, I'd like to know, I know I was the one that called you, but what motivated you to agree to this meeting?
Because I want to have more microblading services done.
Okay. All right. That's great. So, I just want to understand more about, basically that, your goal of getting more microblading appointments. So, out of all of your services at the moment, what would you say is bringing most of the revenue in?
I think between facials and microblading, both.
Okay. How are you usually pricing that?
For microblading, I charge $600 and I include the touch-up session in that price. And for facials, they go from $100 to $270. It depends.
Okay. Do you offer that in packages or do you have any discounts?
Yeah, I do memberships in facials.
Okay.
So if you buy three facials at the same time, you get 30% discount.
Okay, that sounds great. And so that would be for the facials, right?
Yeah, for the facials, because for microblading, I am already including the touch-up session in the price.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I totally understand that. And so, are you doing all of the microblading work yourself, or do you have any other artists or any co-founders that take care of that as well?
No, right now I'm just working by myself.
All right, that's all good. And honestly, that's pretty impressive, honestly. I value that a lot. That must be a lot of work. And doing that by yourself is pretty impressive, honestly.
I used to have 3 salons back in my country. I'm from Mexico. And I had to move for a reason that was not planned. So I had to sell my business back in Mexico. I sold one and I closed the other 2.
Okay.
But I was in a position in which I did from 8 to 10 microbladings per day
Oh,
from
wow.
Monday to Saturday. Yeah, so I was working a lot. And right now, well, I get kind of bored because I really feel I need what I love doing microblading.
Mm-hmm.
It's for some reason it's my passion, that and makeup.
Mm-hmm.
So I do offer makeup. I do bridal makeup, but that's mainly for the weekends. And I am not so strong still in that. I am new in the area because I opened my business, this one, on January this year. I want to make it grow as faster as possible. I
Mm-hmm.
understand there's like this rhythm in the business, but I already have like a lot of experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally understand that, to be honest, and that's really impressive. Honestly, you moved to Washington D.C., right?
Right. I am in Arlington right now, in Virginia.
Okay, that's all good. And yeah, wow, that's honestly like really impressive. And 10 to 20 a day is pretty good as well. And I also really value the fact that you find permanent makeup to really be your passion. So that's like sort of what you focus on, right?
You're right.
And is that also why like you hired agencies in the past to sort of do the appointment booking so that you could just focus on your passion of just doing the makeup?
Well, back in Mexico, I used to have like my own marketing team.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I'm just hiring like I did an agency that is doing all the how to say search websites. How do you call these
It's
websites?
called SEO on Google, right? You said.
No, not only in Google, but in different like search websites like Google and others, so that I can be like more well positioned in Google.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much that's it. I've been running some ads in Google.
Mm-hmm.
I think they work, but they are very expensive. So
Mm-hmm.
I stopped them because I cannot like manage to invest that much money right now since I'm not getting that many clients. And what else? I mean, I boost some of the posts or reels I do on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
as well.
All right, that's good. It seems like you've done a lot of different that you've tried to do many different ways of trying to get clients. What would you say?
Yeah, I already had once also worked with an agency that did a website for me,
Mhm,
other than the one that I'm working with.
mhm,
They also positioned my Google profile, and they like made it like polished my profile.
mhm. Okay.
But still, it was not giving me. I mean, I was with them like for months, and it was still not giving me that much results.
Mhm.
So I stopped.
All right, I totally understand that, to be honest, and I appreciate you being honest with me. And so I sort of just want to expand on that. It seems like you've tried many different ways with many different agencies. It seems that you've also tried to do the promotion yourself. And so, out of everything that you've tried, what would you say worked the best, and what would you say worked the least?
I mean, I think it really worked that this agency polished my profile and did like all the SEO
Mm-hmm.
in terms of knowing that it's done, but not in really having like clients out of it, you know? So I think what brought me more clients has been my Google ads and also the referrals from the clients I've done microblading before. But I haven't really seen the results in all this investment in agencies. This is why I was asking, like, how could you really think that you can help? Because everybody complains these days, like I've been spending so much money in agencies in ways to do it, you know, and it's not really giving me results. If it gives me results, I would stay there forever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if an agency is giving me results, I don't have any problem in staying and paying, and but if it's not, then it's not sustainable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally understand that. And I understand also, like, obviously, like you explained, the stereotype that most agencies have. But that's because agencies in the space today, they offer many different things for many different objectives, right? And so agencies have different systems for different goals, right? And so, as you said, you try to invest into SEO and Google Ads. that is just for marketing yourself and to promote yourself, right? So that people actually just see and are aware of your brand, and that if they're interested, they can go ahead and book an appointment, right?
Right.
And so agencies, they offer many different services for different objectives. And so with SEO, the main sort of objective with that is to have customers and to target customers so that they can be aware of the services that you offer, and that if they're interested, they can just call you or book a meeting, right? And so with what we're offering specifically, the direct result that we offer is more booked appointments. And so I assume that you have your customers pay in a $50 deposit before, right?
Yeah. They pay 120.
Okay.
They pay 20% deposit.
Okay, 20% deposit of the full service that they're booking, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I totally understand that. And so we, as I'm saying, the system that we implement, it's to make sure that you get that 20% deposit, so that it's not only getting you awareness, but it's also getting you direct customers. So you said that you were investing in all of these different agencies, but that you weren't seeing direct results. And that's because it's the system that they're offering. They're just offering awareness, but the thing is that having
Not conversion.
Sorry, go on.
They are offering awareness. Actually, they are offering conversion, but they are not doing it. So this is why in the beginning I was like, just let me know what are you offering, because I'm like tired of spending my money in something that is not going to convert.
Okay. So I assume with what you're saying, they would get the leads and then you would have to call the leads up yourself and do the conversion?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, I totally.
And sometimes in that process, the leads didn't answer. They didn't answer the text. So, I mean, I tried 2-3 times for most, because I don't want to be like very invasive. But I think like 2 convert in 4 months, and it was like the most cheap facial, the least expensive, or that, yeah, the least. So yeah, I didn't really get the conversion.
Okay, yeah, I totally understand that. And that also does make sense. And that's exactly what we do for you. So we do the entire system for you. As you're saying, you were the one that was doing all the conversion yourself. You were the one that was doing all the follow-up yourself. And from what I've observed, honestly, I know that a lot of permanent makeup salons, permanent makeup artists, and owners, they spend so much of their time just trying to follow up when, as you said, you just want to focus on your passion of doing the makeup.
Right.
Yeah, and so I totally understand that, to be honest. And so I just want to ask you a few more questions to understand and to expand on what you really want out of like investing into your services. So what exactly is your dream outcome? And then I'll get into detail on exactly what I do, how it's structured, and how I would implement this for you. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay. So as you said, you've tried to invest into different agencies and things like that. But at the moment, do you know how many customers you're bringing in every month?
Let's say of microblading, it could be like very little, like you barely 6 clients, I think, 5 months.
Okay.
Sometimes less.
Okay. All right. And so you said that you've tried to invest into SEO and Google Ads. Why is it that you haven't tried to pivot into like other systems such as like Facebook ads or Instagram ads?
No, I did. Remember, I told you that I do sometimes Facebook ads, Instagram. I boost some posts.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. And so at the moment, you said that you offer multiple different services apart from microblading. So what is your business at the moment currently averaging in terms of revenue?
So Sorry, that I confuse myself with the word revenue. Is everything that comes in or just like the earnings?
Oh, yes. So I'm actually looking to know both. So do you know how much you're bringing in total and how much profit you're keeping?
Because I'm bringing in probably like for like 5,000 a month.
Okay. And what is your profit on that, you would say?
So right now I don't have profit because I've been spending so much in advertising and all these things that we're talking about, and also I reinvest in product and trainings, and right now I don't have any.
Okay. Okay, I understand that. And so you said that right now you currently have around 5 to 6 microblading clients coming in. But if you were to invest into a program and an agency that actually works, how many more appointments would you want to be booking in per month?
Would I want?
Yes.
No, I would like to see at least 4 persons per day.
Oh, okay. All right. 4 people per day. That sounds good. And so, if you were really to get that amount of appointments coming in, what would that do for your business?
No, but I will grow, obviously, and it will give me strength.
You will what? Sorry.
It will give me more strength as a business, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially because now that you're in Washington, D.C., you're looking to expand just like you did in Mexico, right?
Right.
All right, that's amazing. And so you said that you'd want to be getting at least 4 people in a day. And so if you were really to get that amount or more, what would be like the workload that you would be able to handle? Because you said that you're doing all this work yourself. How much would be like too much for you?
No, I can handle it because I would do, if I do four clients per day, I still have time
Mm-hmm.
to answer, to organize, to buy, to clean, to four appointments per day for me are those don't mean too much. You know, it means like I'll be working 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If they are like one after the other, then I mean it's not that much. I'm used to work a lot, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Daniela, and I understand. I really appreciate you being honest with me and telling me all this. I understand your situation. And like, I just want to clarify that I'm not just here to give you a solution. I'm here to genuinely partner up and work together with you to help you achieve your goal and to make sure that you'd be investing into a program that actually helps you and actually gets you direct results. And so, honestly, based on everything that you've told me so far, I absolutely think I could help you. So, I'll just get into detail on basically how our system works. And so, I'll share my screen for that really quickly. But do you have any questions, or should I just run you through it?
No, please go on.
All right, no worries. Give me a second. Basically, as I said, most agencies, when they try and offer you services, it can be many different kinds of services with many different kinds of goals, right? But like I said, a lot of my competitors or also the agencies that you've worked with, they often only use advertising to build awareness, right? And also to get leads sometimes. But with us, the end goal of our system is that we focus on direct results and direct appointments that would be appointments into your salon, right? And so, as you said, that's exactly what you're looking for. And you used to do all of the follow up yourself, um, and you used to do all of like the conversion yourself, right?
Right.
Okay. And I totally understand that. And so this is basically the full system that we built out for you. We do utilize social media advertising on Instagram and Facebook to acquire the leads. And so we do everything for you. We set everything up, we craft the whole marketing plan, and we just update you on exactly what we'd be working on. And so we design all the creatives, we would write the copy, we would craft the landing page. And so once the leads actually come across the ad, they're the ones that gives us the contact information. And from there, that's when we implement another system that does all of the conversion for you. And so most agencies, they would just kind of stop and let you handle all of the lead follow-up and all the lead conversion. But we have an AI assistant that not only contacts them immediately to book in an appointment and get you that prepaid deposit. You said it was 20%, right?
Right.
Yeah, so this AI assistant doesn't only book in the appointment with the prepaid deposit, but it also follows up with them consistently on your behalf. And so have you heard of artificial intelligence before?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. And so usually in this part of the conversion, agencies would either have you do it or they would have another human assistant to do it for you. But the reason why we use AI is because it works all day 24/7 without resting, and it responds immediately to what the lead says. And it's a very powerful tool. And as I said, I'm also aware of how busy you must be and how busy most permanent makeup artists are. And because of that, they don't really have the time to call up the leads or follow up with them or get back to them. Does that sound relatable to you?
I mean, right now, no, because I'm not having that many clients.
No, yeah, I totally understand that. But that's not really, as you said, your passion is to do the permanent makeup and to actually deliver the service. And that you don't really want to be focusing on getting the come in. You basically want to hire agencies to do that for you. And I assume that's why you invested into agencies like that, so that you can focus on your passion, right?
Yeah, I want the agencies to do the part of the work that I have not like I haven't been able to do, because I need a professional that really understands like the keywords, like the everything that comes in the back end, and also like a way to convert. So
Most agencies with the conversion, they either have a human assistant that does that, but because of the fact that they're not working 24/7, they miss out on many opportunities every day to book appointments. And that's why we have this system, and that's why we integrate AI to both generate opportunities and make sure that you miss none.
okay.
Okay, amazing. So do you have any questions so far?
No, please continue.
Okay, amazing. So I just kind of want to show you how this AI works on the platform itself. So I'll share my screen for that really quickly. Okay, amazing. So this AI system, basically, we can customize the whole follow-up and all of the questions that we ask to qualify them and to follow up. So we can customize all the questions for you, but this is sort of like a prepaid prompt that we do. So the AI, once the leads fill in their contact information, it would send a message directly to them. And so it would say, hi, name of the lead, and then basically ask them if they have the correct number, if this is the correct number to contact the lead. And so I'm just going to be texting back and pretend that I'm the lead. So I would say yes to that. And then the AI would respond immediately and just sort of ask 1 to 2 questions just to make sure that they're the right candidate for your service. Right. So the AI would continue and just ask a few questions, such as this one. Do you have like a specific style in mind for your microblading? And so I could say yes, and the lead could send a picture, for example, or they could just get into detail on exactly the service that they want. And so you would be able to keep track of all these chats so that you know exactly what kind of customers are coming through and what service specifically they're looking to get. Right? So I'm just going to respond back to that. And so this would just be another question. We usually try and keep it to 1 to 2 questions. And so I'm just going to answer this really quickly and then show you sort of the next process of that. And so for this one, I would say, for example, this would be my first time. And so then after that, the AI would basically have them book in a deposit and to select a time that works for you. So for that, you would basically just have to give me access to your Google Calendar. And the AI would basically have a link where the lead could put in the deposit and also book in the best time that works for them and for you. Yeah, and so basically,
Yeah, I've heard about this. It's like, yeah, the artificial intelligence to answer, like, and to make it like faster and easier and everything.
yeah, exactly.
But do this really convert?
Yeah, it does. And so, for example, as you say, um, from the link that we would include in this text, the lead could just directly put in the deposit and book in a time, right? And so, if, for example, the lead were to not answer, the AI would automatically follow up multiple times. And so that's when we could trigger the follow up, and then it would just keep following up with the lead until they answer. And if at some point they don't answer, I would go ahead and contact them personally by giving them a phone call.
One question. So, what is the name of the company?
So,
Pointwise?
no, it's not that. So this is the software that we use. But I'm the owner of the company, and the agency name is VisionX. Right. So, I mean, from everything that you've told me, I genuinely think I could help you, and I think that we'd be a great fit to work together. Do you feel like, from what I've showed you, this could help you, or that this is what you're looking for?
I think I'm looking for. So I don't know. Can you please continue and tell me, like, how do you work, or how is it? So, like, the idea would be, if I am understanding correctly, is to do advertising in Instagram and Facebook, and with the leads that come from that advertising, that they can go directly to the bot that answers any questions
Mm-hmm.
and try to convert. Correct?
Yes, that's right.
So, for example, I've been doing advertising on Instagram, and I barely get messages.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure that will work, because if I don't get leads, then I really don't understand what is happening that I don't get any leads if
Mm-hmm.
I I have, like, I do posts, I do stories, I
Mm-hmm.
do reels, I do lives,
Mm-hmm.
I have my profile in Google Ads. So
Mm-hmm.
I really don't understand why I don't get any more messages. Like, my problem is not answering any messages, is that I don't get any messages.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
So that is the real problem, because if we are going to spend money to or invest in advertising in Instagram or Facebook, but I've done that before and I don't get any leads, then I won't be able to pass them through the appointment chat and then convert, correct? So there's something else missing in my business that is not really working.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I don't understand which is that part that is not working.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, doing more advertising in Facebook and Instagram don't really make me feel like confident, because it's not really working. I'm not having the problem that I would like to have, this happy problem that I am not being able to answer all the messages that I get, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And for example, I've done research about my pricing. I think my pricing is correct. So
Mm-hmm.
I am like the average. Probably
Mm-hmm.
there's some people that they are around here that they charge 600 plus 150 for the touch-up session.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like in a bad pricing.
Mm-hmm.
My work, I think it's good, because I have, like, every person that comes in leaves me a very good review, so they are happy with the work. I don't have, like, problems with my work afterwards with my clients. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the situation, man.
Okay.
Like, I want to invest in something that makes sense to me, but I've been doing so many things and they are not working, that I am just trying to find the way how to make it really work.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm taking like your call and I'm having this meeting, because obviously I'm not there yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I recently, I don't know if you say hired, but I'm with a company that is doing like all these like SEO, these things, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And they are working on it. They haven't finished. This was last week, so they are working in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I am like in the moment to hire you,
Mm-hmm.
if I haven't been able to have. If I would be in the problem that maybe I do advertising and then I don't have time to answer,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have time to answer. I just don't get any message. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see like how can I address this problem of not having clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally understand that, and I appreciate you telling me all this, and I understand what the problem is actually. I've looked over your website, I've looked over your profile. I don't think there's anything wrong with your pricing, and I don't think there's anything wrong with your work. I think your work is amazing. And so the problem is not your business or the pricing or the way that you're sort of branding it, but I think the problem is the way that you run the advertising.
I'm sorry. I think that I'm not being able to listen to you very well. It's
Mhm.
like internet is not good. I
Okay.
don't know if it's on my side or on your side, but
Mhm.
I'm not like being able to understand what you say.
Okay, sorry. I'll try and repeat it. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay. So, basically, as I said, I appreciate you being honest with me, and I understand what the problem is here. And the problem doesn't have anything to do with your pricing. It doesn't have anything to do with the service that you're offering, because I've looked over your website, I've looked over your work, and I think that the work that you do is absolutely amazing, and I really value it. So the problem is not the pricing, and the problem is not that your work is not good enough. I genuinely think your work looks amazing, so that's not the problem. But I think the issue here is the way that you run the advertisements. And so, Facebook and Instagram, when you invest into advertising, you are paying to get awareness. So you are paying to have people see your work and to see your service, right? And the problem is not reaching people, the problem is the conversion. And so from the ad directly, we structure it in a really specific way where we have a call to action. So we don't just run the ad to run the ad and to show people what you do and how it works, but we have a special offer that attracts people to actually book in an appointment with you so that they can claim the offer. So we give them a benefit, which gives more intent for them to book and to actually take action on to basically booking an appointment with you. And so that's called a call to action. And so when you run the ad, um, what we do is that we have them claim the offer by booking an appointment. And so basically, to sum it up, when we run the ad, we run it so that people see the ad to book an appointment and not just see the ad to see your work,
And not just see the ad to what? Sorry.
to see the work alone.
You were telling me yesterday that you were recommending me to spend $900 per month in advertising.
Yes.
And what is your price of your service?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll get into that right away, but I really just want to clarify and make sure that this would work for you. So, do you really think that this could help you out?
I'm not sure, Meva, because, for example, in Instagram advertising, I do like all the keywords, and I do like the segmentation of the people that it's close to the area,
Mm-hmm.
and I do like the call to action to send a message. So I'm not sure, to be
Okay.
honest.
I totally understand that, and I understand your concern. And so you said that when you were running the ad, you had a call to action to have them send you a message, right? Were you
Right.
promoting any specific offer, or were you just promoting your work?
No, just my work. I don't know how to make
Mm-hmm.
an offer
Mm-hmm. Okay.
uh, other than making a an art something, and that it says that book your microblading and get an express facial or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I've never done that, for example, and
Mm-hmm.
so I don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I totally understand that. And so that's exactly what we do, right? And that's how we get an advertisement to perform the best, is that we don't just run the ad to show the work, but we run the ad so that the people who see it can claim um, a discount, or they can claim like something that would benefit them. And so you said that you offer basically a package where it's $600 for microblading, plus touch-ups included, right? And so
Right.
the main way to run an ad is to sort of shine the benefit so that it attracts the customers to actually book an appointment. And so we focus on actually having them take action. And to do that, we give them something that they would benefit from. And so again, like if we were to do this for you, we would structure everything for you, and we would show you the offer that we're doing, exactly how we're writing the copy, the image, and all of that. But the way to not only attract, because the attraction is done from the advertisement, right? We want the customers to take action, and to do that, the first thing that we put up is the offer, and that's what allows them to feel the need to actually book in an appointment.
I
Do you
mean,
have
I have not done this before, so
Mhm.
we can continue like with the conversation to see what it's
Yeah, for sure.
possible.
Yeah, for sure. And so I totally understand that. And the thing with advertising, obviously, is that you need to run the advertisement in the way where it would give you a specific result, right? And so I understand that you've tried to run ads by promoting your work, but the way that we run the ads, so that I can just sort of clarify this to you, is that we run the ad to give them an offer, to give them something special so that they can claim it directly.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, again, like I said, I really think I could help you out. I could go a lot more into detail on how like advertising works.
So, what do you think if we start running these ads for the first month? Do you think I will get any conversion?
Yes.
In which percent?
So yeah, because of that, we have a guarantee basically, and we give you two different options, right? And so I sort of just want to run down how our partnership would work if we were to work together from today, hypothetically. So if we were to work together from today, we would just keep in touch through WhatsApp, and you can ask me questions at any time. I would send you the invoice and agreement, and then I would invite you to a custom dashboard where I'll keep you updated on every single step that we're operating for you. And so after this call, we would get on an onboarding call where I would just need to understand who it is that you're trying to target exactly, and we would just integrate our Meta accounts and your Google Calendar as well, so that I know when you're available.
I am so sorry, Maiva. Can you hold 1 second?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
So yeah, basically, if we were to work together from today, I would just need to understand exactly who you're trying to target, and so we would just get on another call where I would create a marketing plan for you. I would present that to you, and I would just understand exactly who your target market is, and then I would launch the ads for you and give you constant feedbacks and reports on everything. Mhm. And so, in terms of the investment for the ads, like I said, we would suggest you to spend $30 a day so that we can maximize the ROI potential. And I'd structure the whole marketing plan on how I would divide everything for you. And in terms of the investment into our program, we give you two different options. We could either settle for a fixed retainer of $13.97 per month, and we guarantee at least 20 appointments in 30 days, or we refund you the difference. Or on the other hand, we could
What was the amount? Excuse me.
$1397.
$13.97.
Yes.
Like $14.
No, as in 1,397.
Okay.
And so we give you that as a first option, or we could also do a pay per appointment structure where you give us a 200 deposit dollars from today to set everything up, and then we only get paid $70 for every appointment that we generate for you.
Yeah, that sounds more possible.
Okay. So how would you like to proceed from here?
And how would you do that? How would I do the payment per? So when the client already came here, when she's already here?
So for the pay per appointment structure, yes, you only pay us when we get you the prepaid deposit. So once the client gives you the 20% deposit, that's when we count it as a payment for us.
Yeah. For me, it will be a payment only if they come to the appointment and get the service done complete.
Okay.
So if that will work for you, then I think it will work for me. But if it's only the deposit, it doesn't work.
Okay. All right. I understand that.
Because I don't think anyone cannot come giving a deposit of 120. But what if they after cancel? If they cancel within 24 hours, I can give them back the deposit, right? So for me, it counts as an appointment when they walk out of the door with the microblading done and the payment is done in full,
Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I totally understand that. I just want to clarify, though, that if the client ends up canceling and doesn't show up, we don't count that as a payment for us. And so the $70, we don't get paid directly after they give you the deposit, but we get paid at the end of the month, and we basically get the total of the amount of the people that showed up and actually got the service done.
Yeah, but for example, let's say there's people that booked for the next month. I wouldn't agree in paying $70 if they haven't really come yet,
Oh, yeah, 100% for sure. We wouldn't get paid unless they show up to your door.
And if it will be in that way, I would have to pay how much per month?
So that since it's a pay per appointment structure, you pay $70 for every person that came through. So it depends on how many appointments that we generate you.
Okay. And that would be it, the $70 per appointment.
Yes.
No extra fees.
No extra fees.
Then I would be able to do that because then I only will be investing in the ads. The $30 per day, and if I actually convert, then I give you the $70.
Yes, that's right. And so yeah, apart from the $70 for every appointment that we generate you, we do require a 200 deposit from today, but this doesn't go as profit to us. This goes so that we can set up all the systems for you.
And it's only a one-time payment?
Yes, so the $200 will only be one time, and after that, we only get paid $70 for every appointment that we generate you.
Okay, we can do that for 1 month, and if it works, okay, and if it's not, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Then.
All right, amazing.
I'm gonna trust you, Maeva.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. As I said, I don't want to just give you a solution here.
Because for me, considering this a success, it would be to at least, have 5 appointments, which I don't think it should be so difficult, but that's at least, but I'm looking for 4 appointments per day,
Yeah, 100%. I totally understand that. And we aim to get you a lot more, to be honest, a lot more than 5.
Okay.
Okay. So, should we do that then?
Yes, but my client is already here and I need to hang off and we can connect afterwards or we can call or whatever, but I need to go off right now.
Okay, that's all good. I just want to finish up. So, can I use the same number that we stayed in touch to add you on WhatsApp and we can connect from there?
Yes, sure.
Okay, amazing. I'm glad we're partnered up and I'm looking forward to working with you. I'll send you the.
Send me the link of your website, please.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I'll send you everything.
And your Instagram, if you have Instagram, I assume.
Yes, I do. Okay. All right, I'll send you everything.
Thank you, Maya.
We'll keep in touch. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Daniela.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So there you have it, guys. And if you found that this video was valuable and that you got to learn a lot, so there you have it, guys. So there you have it. And if you found that this video was valuable to you, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications because you know that I'm going to be uploading many more. And if you have any questions or you want to see more behind the scenes videos or you have any content ideas that you'd like me to upload, feel free to drop a comment. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one.